So, back for another VGC guide, and this time we are looking at Lilligant, one of my most hated Pokemon. I do not like this strategy in the slightest. I can appreciate that After Your Eruption is pretty cool, but you should run Sleep Powder. Like, you objectively should run Sleep Powder, and that just opens up volatility in the form of RNG. Like, Sleep Powder is in your favour, 75% is pretty good, but if we are just gambling, basically, with if we're going to win the game or not, then that's not the best strategy you should be going for, in my opinion. People do like to go with Sleep Powder as their strategy. And it works 3/4 of the time. And it kind of only works 50% of the time, because you're going to take a one-turn sleep, like, a third of the time as well. So, then that's almost a wasted turn, to an extent. Not quite, but, you know, yeah, I don't like this Pokemon. And yes, I'm still recommending what is probably one of the better movesets for it, because Covert Cloak is a very good buff for Lilligant. You can no longer just go for Fake Out into the Lilligant and whatever into the Torkoal. Now you can just ignore the Fake Out and just do whatever you want unopposed. You can spam your Sleep Powders as much as you want. You can just go for a very safe After You into your Torkoal if you're expecting the Lilligant to be faked out. And it is fast enough to make use of Encore. Given that you are immune to Fake Out, you don't need Protect as much on the Lilligant. So you can afford to run a good support move like Encore. Or maybe even Helping Hand. You definitely can still run Protect, but you don't need to. The main reason of Protect was to protect yourself from Fake Outs, so that would stop the speed control of the After You. You don't need to worry about that because of Covert Cloak. You're still going to be super fast with the Chlorophyll, so you don't need as much speed. I've only gone to outspeed the base Space 70, so outspeeding things like Breloom and all that as well, because then you get actual bulk, because you don't have Focus Sash. You don't need any special attack investment, really, because you got to invest in the bulk. This is able to survive a Choice Specs Make It Rain from a Goldengo, or obviously from a Goldengo, only from a Goldengo. And then the rest is into defense with a tiny bit of special attack. 132 seems to do something. Can't remember what it was, but Calc seemed to jump by like 3% when you hit that one for some reason. Can't remember why. But I've EV'd for so long, I just trust my past self. So yeah, you don't need Protect as such on this one. If you are running Focus Sash, you do need Protect. For the aforementioned Fake Out into a Lilligant, you want to be able to protect yourself from that. And then you want to stop the Focus Sash being broken by going for Fake Out, as well as stopping the Lilligant and being exposed to attacks. If you're going with Focus Sash, you might as well run max speed. These are the best moves you should be going for. Like, you should run Sleep Powder. Like, I don't like that fact, but you should run Sleep Powder. The point of Lilligant is After You. Like, if you're not using After You, there's no reason to run the Lilligant, because the point is the After You Eruptions, the Torkoal, and then you might as well have some damage. Leaf Storm is your best option. You can go for some slight more consistency if you want to go with just Energy Ball, in case you don't like missing, but you really do want the power of Leaf Storm, because it's actually going to hit quite hard with a base 110 attack, or special attack, I should say, so you do want Leaf Storm. Energy Ball is fine, but Leaf Storm is just better than Energy Ball, unfortunately. And you definitely want it on this one as well, because you'll be doing pathetic damage with no special attack investment. So Leaf Storm helps to mitigate that somewhat. I do not like this Pokemon. Please don't use it. I know people will, but please don't.